I honestly like can't even believe I'm making this video right now. Hi, welcome back to my channel Libby Builds, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaliyah and I typically build in The Sims 4, but today's video is a little bit different. I'm celebrating 200 subscribers. Woo! So I just want to first off say thank you all so much for supporting me. It means so much to me. It makes my heart so warm and I just appreciate it so much. I'm like really am happy that people enjoy looking at my builds and I don't know, it makes me really happy. So I just wanted to start off by saying that. I also wanted to say I didn't really expect to do this video this soon. I always planned on doing a Q&A for 200 subscribers. I thought about this a while ago. I just didn't think it was gonna happen this soon. So thank you all so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. So I asked over on Twitter for people if they had any questions they could think of, just send them my way so that I could include them in this video. I also asked in my Twitch stream earlier today and I got a bunch of questions ready to go. So why don't we just get into it? This video is already gonna be long enough as is, so let's try to get through it, you know? Get to know me a little bit. So the first question, we'll start off with Twitter, is from Samimi YT. She says, what are your favorite hobbies outside of The Sims? So The Sims is like my main like hobby because like for me, YouTube and like streaming now and all that, building The Sims and stuff, that is my hobby. That's like what I do in my free time, or I make time for it as well. But outside of The Sims, I play other games as well. So I would say like playing games is really a hobby of mine. I like playing like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. I playing right now Bug Snacks. My Life at Portia I started as well. I was obsessed with RimWorld a few weeks ago. What else? I will be obsessed with City Skylines soon. I haven't started playing it, but I already know I'm obsessed with it, so don't worry. I know, lots of games I would say is something, a hobby of mine. I also would like to say reading's a hobby of mine. You can see I have a bookshelf behind me, but I really suck at reading. I just always get really tired when I read, but I really want to read more, so hopefully this will motivate me. Make it a hobby. Okay, the next question from Princess Jasmine. She asked a really difficult question that I've been thinking about all day and it's really just messed up my brain, I swear. But she asked, what movie, book, TV character do you most identify with? And for me, this is really difficult to answer because I really don't think I'm like main character material, and so it's much harder to identify with like a character when the characters you're supposed to identify with are the main characters. And so I've always found that really difficult for me. I don't tend to identify with characters. But I thought about it and I was thinking, I think I identify with Andy and April together from Parks and Recreation. Like if you put their two opposite personalities into one, I think you might come out with me. Maybe. But like I feel like I'm some sort of weird, awkward mix of those two. So I'm gonna go with that. And she also asked, what's your favorite animal? Cats. I like cats. I feel like for a long time in my life, I would never answer that because I was too scared of the dog community, of them being like, you like cats? Why don't you like dogs? I like dogs, don't get me wrong, but I like cats. So I would say my favorite animal is a cat. I also have a pet cat, so that helps too. I guess I'm biased. Okay, and then Evelyn Sims asked, what's your dream job? That's also a hard question, calling me out not knowing what I want to do in my future. But I am in school right now for social service work, and I went to school already for child and youth studies, so I suppose I'm aiming towards something in the social service area. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. I mean, considering I'm doing YouTube and like streaming now, obviously in a perfect world, it'd be great to do that, something I love and find fun to do. That would be amazing to do for like a living. That is probably my dream job, or like traveling to do something. I don't know what I would do, but traveling and making money would be pretty cool too. Basically, I don't know. And then Red Ross asked me, what's your dream travel destination? Which I thought was a really fun question because we can't travel right now. So I would say I have like two answers. I've got one answer where it's like I'm young and I'm broke, but if I want to travel, where's a cheap place to go? Probably somewhere like Thailand or something. I'm sure it's getting more expensive now because everyone wants to go to Thailand now, but that would be pretty cool. Thailand or like Fiji, or Fiji's probably more expensive, but Thailand is pretty cool. The culture, like, and the buildings seem really cool. I really like looking at like buildings. It's funny because I'm a builder in The Sims, right? But like I think they look so cool, and I don't know, everything just seems really cool and pretty and awesome over there. But my second answer would be the UK. Very different answers there, but I don't know, I just really want to go to the UK. I've already been to England before, briefly just around London, within like an hour or two of London, so not very far, but I would really love to go to like other places and expand a little bit. People in the UK are probably like, why do you want to come here again? I don't know, it seems pretty. I want to see the landscapes. I don't know, it seems cool. That's my opinion. So that's really what I had from Twitter, but I have a bunch of other questions from Twitch. We'll start off with Beth's questions. She had a lot, and a lot of them are really good because they get to know me. Even if she knew the answers, they get to know me more for people who don't know me at all. So yeah, favorite thing about the community, like the Sims community, I would say my favorite thing is how supportive and inspiring it can be. While there are some like dark, bad days in the community, I find that a lot of the time, maybe people just on my timeline who I follow, like everyone is so supportive, and I love like watching other people's videos. It inspires me so much, and I think that's my favorite thing about the community. And my favorite thing to build, I like building houses in The Sims. So I would say, like, I don't really know my style. I like to switch it up now and then to challenge myself, but I like doing maybe modern houses. I find that really weird to say because modern houses I find really hard to do, but I think I like them way better than traditional houses, so maybe some sort of mix of those in between is really my favorite kind of house. I don't know how to describe that. Someone else may know the word for that. If you were in the Sparked Challenge, what would you be? Cass, build, or story? Build. 100% build. I'm not very good at the whole storytelling, and Cass I don't enjoy. Building I love. So there we go. That's my answer. Okay, my favorite color is green. My favorite snack, chocolate, probably. Anything chocolate. I love chocolate. Give me a chocolate fountain. My favorite clothing item, sweatpants. I'm actually wearing some right now. I just like being comfy, and this whole pandemic thing is really helping that because everyone else is now wearing sweatpants all the time, not just me. What's my Hogwarts house? Okay, so long time ago, back when Pottermore became a thing and everyone was doing it at the very beginning, I got Slytherin, and so I was like, okay, I'm a Slytherin, yeah. And then I did it recently this year, and now I'm a Gryffindor. Like, I redid it and I switched. I'm a Gryffindor now. So I don't know who I am, okay? I feel like that represents me. Me like switching from Slytherin to Gryffindor is just being like, who are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who I am. So this Q&A thing is hard for me. I'm indecisive, and apparently that shows in my Hogwarts house. But yeah, I'm apparently a Gryffindor. It probably helps that I'm born in August, so I'm a Leo. I feel like that fits. I don't know. Is that just because they're both lions? Don't know. Inspiration behind my YouTube and like streaming and stuff. So the first ever person in the Sims community, to be clear, that I like watched on YouTube was Little Simsy, actually. She was the first person I was ever introduced to by actually it was probably Kelsey's 100 Baby Challenge, and then immediately after Little Simsy. And I just really liked the idea of watching the builds and seeing what she could do, learning from her. I basically learned how to build because of Little Simsy, even though she does like basically only suburban homes. I think she's changed a little bit more now, but that's a lot of what she was doing at the time. And so I got to learn the basis of how building a house in The Sims. And then I got really into watching Sims YouTube, and then I found out that there was a whole community on Twitter back in June of 2020. Thank you, pandemic. And so I decided, I'll make a Twitter and I'll share my builds, because I was into building, and I was like, I'll share my builds, post some pictures. And then basically immediately after, I was like, I want to do a YouTube channel, because I just was so inspired by everyone in the community. So back to that original question, like, what's the thing I like about the community is how inspiring it is. So this community like inspired me to want to do YouTube, and then further watching my friends from this community start streaming, and I just started watching some streams of like my friends as well as just random people, and I got into like knowing how Twitch works and whatnot, and I was just like, I really want to do it. So I recently started doing that. That's kind of my inspiration for starting all this. My favorite TV series to binge. So I don't like rewatch shows very much, I don't think, but a show that I've kind of been watching a lot, and it helps because there's a lot of seasons, is Survivor. Right now, on and off, me and my boyfriend have been watching Survivor from the beginning. So we've watched season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've also seen more modern seasons as well, just besides that, but like we've been watching them in order and kind of seeing how strategy develops and everything. It's really entertaining and interesting. So Survivor is probably my binging answer there, but really I just kind of hop on show to show. So yeah. Would you rather fingers for toes or toes for fingers? I would have to say fingers for toes. Oh, what a gross question, Beth. Why did you do this to me? Just because that way I can still use my hands. I can wear shoes and socks and just be like, yeah, my feet are big. Don't worry about it. No one would know. I just never go to the beach. Or if I do, wear socks and be that weird person, but at least they don't have to see my fingers for toes. Would you rather never eat your favorite food or never go on vacay? So what did I say was my favorite food before? Or my favorite snack was chocolate. So, or never go on vacay. Well, right now I can't even go on vacation, so that's a really hard question, but I think I want to be able to go on vacation. I want adventure. So, can't believe I'm saying this, but bye-bye chocolate. Ooh, she also asked me what's my favorite I think it was favorite Star Wars planet or which Star Wars I don't know. All I wrote was which Star Wars planet. So my favorite Star Wars planet, like, okay, hear me out. Nar Shaddaa. This planet is very crime-filled and dangerous, don't get me wrong, but I think it looks so cool. When I was playing Star Wars The Old Republic, I thought it looked really cool. So I'm gonna have to go with that as my answer to that question. I should probably just say Coruscant because it's basically the same deal, except Coruscant's safer and cooler. But I like Nar Shaddaa. I don't know, I just like the look of it. That's my answer, final answer. Flower Vic asked me, if you can have one of the things the Sims community is loud about and none of the others, what would you choose? Generations. I recently learned kind of what Generations was all about and all the additions that it had, and I want it really bad now, and that's what I want. That's my answer. I would love that. I didn't really understand the difference between Parenthood and Generations until someone explained it to me, and now I'm like, I'm stupid, it's so different. I really want it now. I think it would be so great, like the whole like prom, like hello, I want that. So yeah, that's my answer. And then Pixel Core asked me, if you could produce and direct your own media project, what would it be? So this is like a game, a movie, a book, a TV show, something like that. What would it be? And this is a really interesting question, and I really like it. Let me think. I'd probably say a game. I don't know. I feel like that would be really interesting, and I think I would be better suited for a game than a movie and TV show. I don't know why, but I think that's better suited. I think I would want to be a part of something like one of those, like what's the word? The ones where you choose the dialogue options and it helps shapes the story. That I think would be really, really cool. Okay, and then Brianna, blissfully Brianna, to be clear, not just Brianna, she asked me, what would you call your community or supporters? Oh my goodness, this question has me stuck. I don't know. I really wish I could think of something, but I'm not creative enough for that. How do people choose like what they call their supporters? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I think that it'll come naturally over time. And to be honest, I don't feel like I'm at that point right now. We'll see, maybe by 300 subscribers I'll have thought this out more, but I can't think of anything. I really wish, if anyone has any suggestions, actually, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Like, please go ahead. I'll take suggestions. She also asked me, what Animal Crossing villager are you most like? And I thought about it, and basically I'm limited in who I know, because I know some of the popular ones and then I know the ones on my island. And I thought about it, and I'm gonna go with Anka. I really like Anka. She's snooty. I wouldn't say I'm like snooty, but I really like, I don't know, I just like her aesthetic, and she's always like frowning, and I like, you know that like there's like that TikTok filter where it's like, can you make yourself smile, and then go to 100 and you 0 to 100, and it's like only, yeah, basically I can go 0 to 100, and so Anka is like frowning all the time, and so I don't know, I like that. And but she's so cute, and she goes meow meow. She's a cat. I like cats. And I can't remember what she said the other day, but it was just, it felt so relatable. So I would go with Anka, even though she's like a snooty cat, but she's interested in nature too, which I find very fun. And then she also asked, what's your favorite Star Wars character or movie? Oh, that's a rough question. I don't know. I like the prequels. Please hate me. I think I grew up with them, so that's why I like them, and they were always on TV, so any of the prequels basically. And as for favorite characters, well, this isn't in movies. I'm gonna have to go with Ahsoka. She was actually recently in Mandalorian, but I love her. I think she's a really interesting character. I like her. I'm gonna have to go with her, Ahsoka Tano. And if you could only pick one YouTuber or Twitch, that's a horrible question. I don't like that question. I want to do both. See, I like YouTube a lot. I love it. I feel like it's easy to share my creations, but then for a completely different reason, I like Twitch because I like interacting with people and chatting with them, reading chat, getting to know people's lives, talking about silly things, and I don't know, I don't know. They're both for very different reasons, so I'm gonna have to not answer that question. I know, I'm sorry you probably want to answer that question, but I can't choose. I like them both a lot for very different reasons, and I like that on Twitch I'm doing a variety of things. Like, I know I've been doing a lot of The Sims because I'm a part of the Sims community, but I also will be playing other games too. But on YouTube, I really just like sharing my content and being like, look what I built. So yeah, that's all the questions there. That's a little bit about me. So I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit. If you have actually any more questions, you can leave them in the comments down below and I'll just answer them there. If you randomly have a question that you're like, oh, I'm curious, like, or like an additional question to base off of another one, I don't know, feel free to let me know. But yeah, quickly, just synopsis of me. My name's Aaliyah. I build in The Sims 4. I also have a Twitch where I also build in The Sims 4, but I'll do other games. You can see all my socials right down there. And I live in Canada. I am 22. Had to think about that for a second. I like cats. My favorite food's chocolate. Yeah. feel free to ask anything else. That's who I am, and once again, thank you all so much for 200 subscribers. Like, how are there 200 of you? Actually more than that now, but I'm so grateful and happy, and I love you all for supporting me and just appreciating my builds. Like, it makes me feel so warm. But I'm gonna leave this video now. It's long enough as is, so that'll be all, and I'll see you in my next videos for more Sims builds. But for now, bye bye!